What's in my gear bag? My name's Greg. You're watching How to Play Paintball. I understand that, yes, technically we are about halfway through the season now, but of course with COVID and all this other stuff that's going on, a lot of the tournaments have been canceled. There is that regional event that's going to be happening in August, which is definitely great because I haven't played a tournament since World Cup, so it'd be really nice to be able to go and do that. But what I wanted to do was to go through what it is that I'm using this season. There are going to be some minor little tweaks in it because I do have some stuff that's coming in the mail actually the week that this video is going to be released. But I also wanted to show off some cool stuff that 3V had sent over. And also, there is going to be a giveaway, so you want to make sure that you watch till the end so that way you can enter. So first things first, let's go actually outside, and I wanted to show, it's just going to be easier than having to do it all in this room, show everything that I'm going to be using out of my gear bag, so stuff that's actually on the field. Alright, so welcome to my patio. So I wanted to go through, like I mentioned inside, my gear bag. So what is it that I'm using for this season? Okay, so I wanted to go through, like I said, just go through this. I want to bring the camera in a little bit closer, actually more of an overhead view, so that way it's easier to see. So just on the outside, yeah, I do have my little Captain America patch. I do have, so this actually I had found in the pit. I think it was from someone on Aftermath, so if you lost yours, too bad. I'm keeping that. And then also my Air Ups patch, because they've been a huge support of the channel, so I like to support those that support me, so because I appreciate that. So the story behind this, so this used to be a sticker, and I tried to super glue it and see if it would stay on there, and the image ended up peeling off. So it was the How to Play Paintball logo. It's not really gonna come off like you can see, so whatever, so be it. And then I have my ML Kings patch over here. Over on here, my little pins that I have, so my regular How to Play Paintball one. I am a fan of Venom, so I think they did an okay job in the Venom movie, but that's a whole other thing. Not talking about Spider-Man 3, that was a travesty. I've been a fan of Spider-Man and Batman since I was younger, so I have those two pins there. Yeah, so getting into the actual bag. Well, actually, right before we do that, so this is from Comp Sports. So Comp Sports used to be Comp Paintball. Now they're branching out into some other stuff as well, but they've been a huge support of the channel as well, so be sure to check them out. They don't pay me anything to say that. This isn't a sponsored video or anything like that, but they've just been a huge support, so I like to support those that support me in the channel. So thank you to Comp. So in this top section here, I think you guys should be able to see that. So it's a little bit hard to see in the light. But it's the original Christ Crew headband. So this was used by Alex Hong, who, if you guys don't know, is an old, well, he's not old, but it's an older professional player from San Diego Legacy, as well as the Los Angeles Ironmen, and now he's actually a minister. But he was one of the ones that he was the one that started Christ Crew, and someone had given me that headband, so I'm never going to wear it. It's just going to be with me. But it's really cool that someone had given that to me, so just a cool thing to have. I actually have his last pro jersey as well. So in here, all of my 9 volts are falling out, but you can see I have my 9 volts and then also an extra microfiber because you can never have too many. I actually do have some more space for some stuff. I need to organize those a little bit better, but let's just zip that up and pretend like it never happened. Getting into this section here, so yes, I am half Cuban, but I'm also, my mom is from Pittsburgh, and she has German and like English heritage, I think, or my grandmother just said Europe, but yeah, so I don't want to burn, so I have sunscreen, and to make sure that all the boys are okay, I have my baby powder, so you guys can figure out what that's for. I've been using these gloves for a while, so I like just to have extras, so the Gorilla Grip, and you can get them pretty cheap. I just like that they're a good grip. It helps with diving. You don't cut up your hands on the grass. That used to happen to me. And then also, they're cheap. So if you get shot, I actually had it where I got shot and it ripped the glove eventually, just because eventually they're going to fall apart. So I like using these just because they have decent grip. They're pretty cheap, and yeah, I mean, I can throw in a couple extras, and I still have a pack that I got off Amazon in the garage, so I can always replenish that. In here we have, so of course my visor, because you never know when it's going to rain at an event. Usually it is going to rain. And then I have my mask for this season. So this is the Red Demon, I think is what they call it. And I actually, when this one came out, I really liked it. And unfortunately, I don't want this to seem like I'm being a brat or something, but when we had signed with Bunker Kings to use their mask last season, we got to pick our colors that we wanted and all of that stuff. And then I want to say it was only like a month or two after we had gotten our stuff, which was awesome. But then they came out with their black series, and I was like, well, I really like this design. So I was able to get this one for this season. So I'm happy about that because I really like this mask, and that black and red looks really, really good. Let's go into this top section here. And let me hit the tripod here. No? Oh, we're good. Okay. So this is my second skull. So this is just, I've done a video on this before, so you can see this is the Pro model, so it's been breathing pretty well. I've actually gotten some bounces off of it, which is real nice. So thank you to Second Skull for your support. Also, I have my new Christ Crew headband. See if I can't get that. There we go. That still a little bit bright. But yeah, so I have my Christ Crew headband. So Ruthless did a great job. Yeah, it just looks, it turned out really, really nice. So thank you to Ruthless for that. I've been using these elbow pads for a while, the Exalt Reflex. So the only thing that I've had happen is now the palms are starting to get blown out. So you can kind of see it's kind of fraying a little bit there, even on the thumb section over here. But they're like 2 or 3 seasons old, and they're still holding up really well. I mean, if you just looked at it like that, they would look pretty new. So I've liked these, and I used to work for the company, so yeah, so it's a really great product, and I like it, so I'm gonna keep using it. Then I have for my knee pads and my sliders, so the carbon SC bottoms. So I've really liked these. At first, it didn't seem like they were gonna have enough support, padding. And then once you play with them, you kind of realize that it's all the padding in the places that it needs to be. The guys on New York Extreme that we're friends with all those guys, they raved about it. So I was able to finally get a pair, and I really like them. So that's that. Let's open this up here. So I do have a little pouch. I'll turn it around and show this to you after. So I have my cleats. I went back to the Under Armours for this season. I just like the higher ones. It's not necessarily for any ankle support. I like the feel of them. Like, I just like how it grips my foot. And also, when my pants come over it, it kind of covers up the laces. So that way I'm not diving across where my laces are, and that's going to come undone or something like that. So these are definitely starting to get beat. I might need to look into getting another pair, but they're holding up right now. And then I'll get to my pack. Don't knock over that tripod. Okay, so the reason why, I think I had talked about it before, I went with the leopard print is when I first got into paintball, my first favorite pro team, or one of my first favorite pro teams, was Joy Division, and they had all this leopard print stuff. So it's really cool that Bunker Kings is still kind of paying homage to them, because they're still a team. It's not like they're not a team anymore. But Bunker Kings, kind of their history, one of the guys that was with Joy Division helped start Bunker Kings, or actually did start Bunker Kings, if I remember correctly. So it's cool that they have that. And yeah, so of course I had to go for the leopard print on that one. But this pack has been awesome. I really like the other one. It's just super light, comfortable. It just does what it's supposed to do. There's no extra bells or whistles or anything like that. So I like that about the Bunker Kings stuff. And then have our jersey. So we are going to be having different jersey designs throughout the season. So this was for Vegas, actually. So I nicknamed this one the Centurion. That's just my own nickname for it, because it kind of reminded me of like Roman Centurion armor. So Ruthless did a really great job on this. It's a really light jersey. It's really nice. And some cool little things that you wouldn't notice unless you had seen it up close. That you can see there, actually in the arms is like this ghost image of this army going in and all that. So some cool little things that he put in there. And there's the back. So this is the one that I have left. Actually, someone bought the other one. We are working on another design, so you guys got to stay tuned for that one. Speaking of Ruthless, so like I had said, it doesn't hurt to have more microfibers. So I have 2 more here. These are nice because they're light and just fit real well into your pocket. Like I had mentioned before, I have my gloves. You can see that these are getting more broken in. Can't even see the logo on that one anymore. And the reason why I'm still using these, actually, so for those that don't know, let me open it up, they're weightlifting gloves, wraps. And basically it's a wrist support. So after World Cup, I want to say it was 2 years ago, I was getting a lot of wrist strain. I think it was just because we had played so much that the constant diving and all that, it just put a lot of strain on my wrist. So I started using these, and Hustle was nice enough actually to send these out. And I've been using them for a while, and they've been just working. So I like them. I've still been using them. I have a longer pair, so that way it's more support when I actually get back into the gym. But when the gym was still open, that's what I was using there. So this is going to be kind of a different exception. So these are my Supreme pants. So I've been using these for a little while now, actually since Vegas. But I actually do have the jogger style, the new ones that had just come out. Those are actually on the way. So I'll be doing a review of those once they come in, kind of an overview so you guys can see what they're all about. But these have actually been really solid, so don't count these out if you're shopping around. So they are going to be a little bit heavier than the Flies, but they still have good stretch in the right places, and I was pleasantly surprised with these. And we'll go with my tank first. So again, I like to support those that support me and the channel. So I have my sticker on there. I got to represent my own stuff, right? Then a Ruthless sticker on that side, and then Patty Gleason's been helping me out a lot, so put a off the leash sticker. But Powerhouse, these regs have been great, and they actually engraved the ML Kings logo on there, which was really cool for them to do. So this is the new Haymaker. I've been liking it, so it's been they're an incredible company, and just amazing support. So check those out if you're in the market for a new reg. Then I have my hopper, which you can guess by now since we're a Bunker King team. So I have the Control. It's stupid light. It's really crazy how light these actually are. So they are having some crazy crazy deals on these. So be sure to check that out. But it's been a great hopper. And then so I have my barrel covers. Barrel swabs, not covers. I'm starting to lose it. But I've had these for a long time too. So the barrel maids from Exalt are great. So there's nothing more to say about that other than they're great because they just, again, they do what they're supposed to do. And then in here, I got my baby. So this is our new gun for this season. I say new. It is the same bolt design as the original Prime, but there's something about just the machining of it. I don't know how to describe it, but it just shoots so great. Like I really legitimately do like these markers. Before I even got on the Kings, I was the first one I think in the US to do a video on the MacDef Prime, and I was very impressed with it. So with this is just, they took all the great stuff from there and then they just made it even better. So definitely check these out because they're great. I really do like this marker. And then it comes with the Shift 3 and 2 inserts there as well. So before I do that, over on this, I like to have just some extra grip tape, just in case I need to put some, maybe my cleat blows out in the middle of a point or a match. Well, I can't obviously go to the store, so I might just have to wrap it around, or maybe I need some more grip on something, who knows. And then I do have like a Boonie Hat, just to help out if it does rain. Okay, so turning this around, so I do have another one of those activated charcoal things that you'd seen it in with some of the padding. Just supposed to help with the moisture and smell. I'm not sure how much of a difference it really makes, but I keep it in there just because it seems like it does okay. Maybe that's just me thinking that, who knows. Have some more gun lube, so just in case I need to get working on my marker. And then this is something really cool that Carbon had given me to test out, and it's their chrono. So what's really cool with this is that it doesn't have a screen or anything else. It's very robust because of that, because what it's using is your cell phone. So you connect it to your smartphone, and all the information shows up there. You actually do have a screw at the bottom there, so you can actually screw it onto a tripod or onto something else, and you could be standing off to the side and they can, you know, shoot through and show you that everything is good, or, you know, they need to re-chrono, whatever the case might be. But it's just good to have an extra chrono at the field just in case, or even if I'm doing drills on my own, I don't want to be shooting low or high, because then you start getting used to the wrong stuff, and that's not good. This pocket, yeah, I just have, it's just the extra finger. I probably don't need the whole cardboard thing there, but that's okay. And then this I've just kept. This was from World Cup. It was just cool to see, you know, pro on there. So yeah, so I kept that one. I guess it's kind of sentimental. But that is everything for the 2020 season. Now you see what it is that I'm going to be using for this season. What I wanted to show you was something brand new. I'm going to be using this when we are going to tournaments. I'm going to show you why. So it is actually the Smuggler Duffel Bag from 3V. So if you remember, I had done a review on their backpack, which I'm going to show you what it is that I bring with me to tournaments. There's another new thing there too, but with this bag, there's a lot of really cool stuff with it. One, it's waterproof or water resistant. So the reason why that's a good thing is pretty much every tournament it rains. There's something about NXL events and just tournaments in general that it seems like, okay, this is the time that the heavens need to open up and just pour. So if I am traveling with muddy pods or anything like that, I can just bring this bag and I can put all my pods inside here. And then when I get home, I can just, you know, go out in the backyard and just take out the hose and rinse this thing out. I'd actually used a old suitcase, or not even an old suitcase, a suitcase that my wife and I actually use periodically whenever we go on trips or when we were traveling to go hiking or whatever it might be. And there's some paint that had gotten in there and kind of stained it a little bit yellow. So I think she's going to be happy that I'm using this instead. It does have a little zipper. So that little zipper, it's not a huge opening. Let's see if I can get that in there for you. It's not a huge opening, but it is going to be something that will help you out with, you know, if you want to put your keys in there, or maybe your ID or something like that. You could use it for that. You really could maybe even use this as a gear bag, just because of it's super light, and like I said, it's water resistant, so you don't have to worry about if you have stuff inside here and it starts raining. The other cool thing about this is that it does have backpack straps, so when you're walking actually to the event or actually walking to the field, having it as a possibility of being able to put it on your back is going to be something that's a really good feature. Good thing also is there's these little clips, if I can get that there, that you can actually take these off. So if you don't like those, you can pop them off, and no harm, no foul. You can just take them off, and you can just use it as a regular duffel with just the regular straps and just carry it. So they do come in 3 different sizes. So this is the 60 liter, and there's 2 other sizes. There's like I guess you could call it like an extra large. I think it's 85 liter, and then the lower one is I think 40 liter. I'll put the correct ones down here at the bottom for you. Before we get to opening it up, there are some little loops, so that way if you wanted to attach something onto there, you're able to do that. When you actually get it all open, it's just a huge bag, and it's going to be, like I said, water resistant. There is a mesh pouch at the top here, so maybe if you wanted to put some of the cleaning stuff for the pods, or anything like that, paper towels, whatever, you can put that all here. Microfibers is another thing. But yeah, so actually if you go over to 3vgear.com and sign up for their newsletter, you actually get 15% off. So just a quick shout out for them. So thank you to 3V for sending this out. Once we actually can get back to tournaments, I'm definitely using this whenever we go and travel with all of our pods, and maybe even some other gear that won't fare well in wet weather or something like that. So next I wanted to go over the backpack I'm going to be using. So like you guys had already seen in the other video, 3V had sent this over as well. So I wanted to show you what it is that I would be taking with me to an event. Of course, I'd have my usual headphones and, you know, maybe water or something like that. But this is something new that I have fallen in love with. It's a fitness gun. I'm sorry, not a fitness gun. It's a massage gun. And basically, it just helps with recovery. So, see if I can get that in there. So you have all these different attachments, and then it basically, think of it kind of like a drill. And you can change the speed and all that, but you know, after a hard day of playing, it helps out with your muscles there. Then of course, I have another pouch here so I can go and have my laptop. So, you know, have that there. And then I still have room for whatever else I need. So that's what I'd be walking around with. Put my clothes in here as well. And yeah, so that is this bag, and what's good is that it's versatile. I can, you know, tighten it down. There's a lot of the extra loops. You guys already saw the video before with that. Okay, so let's get into the giveaway stuff. So with the Christ Screw headbands, thank you again to Ruthless for doing such an awesome job on these. So I have 3 that I'm going to be doing just a very... Honestly, it's going to be first come, first serve. So for these 3, if you want one, you'll have to email me. So I'll put my email down here. Just put Headband Giveaway, and it's first come, first serve. So that's why you want to make sure that you click that bell button, so that way you'll know exactly when it is that I have a new video coming out. Because whenever I do giveaways, maybe I'll do something else like this. But put your first and second choice. So the Woodland Camo, or if you wanted the Tiger Stripe. I actually have a Tiger Stripe, but the letters are reversed, so just something a little bit different. But yeah, so first come, first serve. This is only going to be for people in the US unless you want to pay for shipping. So I apologize for my international viewers. You guys have seen this in reviews before. I'm sorry, in videos before. Unfortunately, it's just very expensive to send stuff out. So that is the first part. This is actually a 2-part giveaway. So now I want to go into the grand prize here. All right, so grand prize is everything inside of this bag. So, of course, you have the Ruthless drawstring bag inside. You also have a Exalt tech mat. So it's the rubber tech mat, so it sits real well, has all of the O-ring sizes, so that way you can figure out, maybe you don't have your specific O-ring kit little printout thing, you can just put the O-ring in there and see what size you need, and there's some little sections here that, you know, stuff won't be able to roll off. So really good tech mat. Next is 2 things that are actually game worn. So this is my Christ Screw headband, so I'm gonna include this in the giveaway as well. And also, if I can get that, a Ruthless brown leaf head wrap. So you can say Sandana, technically it's a head wrap, but yeah, so this is going to be included. Both of these are, they were worn by me, if that means something to you. If not, cool. Don't worry, they are washed. So what else do we have in here? The other thing is we have a Ruthless Microfiber. So these work real well. They're real light. They fold up real well and just go right into your pocket, and then you can wipe off whatever you need. Hopefully you're not getting shot, but it happens. And then also, this is so this is an XL shirt, so if you're smaller, you could use this as kind of like a practice jersey or something like that, but it is a Ruthless dry fit shirt, so this way you guys can rep some Ruthless just like the Kings do. So the other thing, and I don't have it yet because it's coming in the mail, is the Bunker Kings barrel cover, so it's their silicone barrel cover. That one's going to be coming. It's in lime green, so that way you can't lose it. It's gonna show up real well on the field, so that way you don't lose it. So first things first with this video, like and subscribe. That's the first thing. You should click that bell button because, again, like I said with those other headbands, maybe I'll do something like that again where it's first come, first serve. So in the comments down below, the way that you're gonna enter is I want you to type in what's your home field. So for me, I have 2. I have Central Florida Paintball in Lakeland and also Markham Paintball in Winter Haven. So go ahead and put that in the comments down below. And also, what you're going to do is send me an email. This way I'll know some more information so I can get all that stuff over to you if you end up winning. In the comment section, go ahead and put Ruthless Giveaway and just put your screen name, so that way I can get the address later on. You don't need to put your address in there right now. So if you win, what I'll do is I'll put somewhere around here on the screen, I'll put the day that I'm going to be announcing, or I'm sorry, emailing the winner. I'm looking at both, so I'm looking at the comments as well as my email, so that way I can get in contact with the winner. So guys, hopefully this is something that you guys liked. Everyone, please stay safe. I know a lot of stuff is opening back up, so make sure that you're still being safe out there. And thank you all for watching. It was great being able to actually meet one of the subscribers. So Angel and I don't know if Lewis was a subscriber, but I know Angel, you said you were. So thank you for saying hi at the field. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. But as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.